I do not actually, because there are plenty questions in the sheet that Kate sent me.
Mm-hmm.
There are like 13 questions. Yeah. Okay. So we will wait for more people, or we can start.
I think it's not very necessary because we are recording, right? And
We will record. Yeah. It shall be
yes,
recorded already.
more people will see this, so we can start.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
We can start, and after that, after we answer all the questions, I think it will be 2 or 3, maybe more questions after we finish to answering.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Next new format. Thomas is our community manager, head of community, and he will have get with our Kate, our social media manager. They have collected all the questions, all your questions, and we are going to answer for all of them. And if we will have more time, we will try to answer a little bit more. So let's start.
Okay. Okay. So first question is what time list? So it means when listing.
When listing,
That's
yes.
the first one.
By traditions, yes. The first question about listing. So I cannot tell you 100%. We don't have scheduled like a listing. We are in the process. We have forwarded this. We have certain plan how to list. So if you ask me again, it's the same answer like previous time. I think next 3 months, next 2, yeah, I think before November. So it's like September, October. Yeah, before November, I think 60% we go into list, and before end of the year, 90%. It's the same answer.
Okay. 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 So
One more about listing. Yeah. Yes, it's more complex than you think because we wanna get a better platform to listing, right? So if we choose a better platform, that means it take longer, because actually we can list on a lot of exchanges, accept listing just for money, and sometimes it's not very big, not very big amount. And actually we can list like tomorrow, but you know,
but
how the project is launched. That's mean how we good launching. That mean it will be better price, right?
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
everyone who holding leads, I hope everything.
Yeah. And can we share information? Yeah. Okay, it should be recorded already. Okay, so let me go to the question number 2. What's the progress of the marketplace?
Yeah, marketplace. We have read our marketplace on smart contract. Basically, we need just one feature for NFT. We have created smart contract for especially for marketplace. We need to lock up tokens because we want to be sure that NFT will go to buyer and currency will come to seller, right? So we have to like lock NFTs first because you're making a bid, right, on marketplace. Yeah, so it's completed in blockchain, and it's also completed in our microservice and backend, but we didn't test it yet. And what else? We didn't. Yes, we need to make our front end part and connect with backend and then test. So I think I think 50% is ready. I can say like that because it will be some bugs, you know, every time.
Yeah.
Everything can go wrong, something. So it's take time.
Okay. Okay, so we can move to the other question.
Yeah, sure.
Question number 3 is the NFTs that will be delivered for each line. One will be different from the cards of the 5 seasons.
Yeah.
This is the question number 3.
Yeah. Yes, we're going to send NFTs for each line you have collected, because if we will send NFT for example, for each card you have, right? So it will be
It's too many cards.
will
Yeah,
be useless. It will be useless.
yeah,
So that's why it will be like around 1 million NFTs.
yeah,
So
and there
it's
will be
no
no value.
sense. Yeah, no value
Yeah,
and no sense. So we're going to send only for those people who have collected. I know it's not everyone. Basically,
yeah,
it's only those people who have bought membership, right? Because you can, or people who have opened a lot of capsules in the
yeah,
games.
correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we can move to question number 4. There is it's a little bit complex question. So I bought 2.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Question number 4 is I bought 2 platinum packages for both games, but at the end of 30 days, I got a total of 4,233 lease, and I spent 6,000. What is the benefit of packages if it does not guarantee a return of the investment?
Yeah, first of all, we never guaranteed profit for our memberships, never. But by our numbers, average earning from platinum is around 3,600. So if you expecting some profit from memberships, better never buy it. So you should understand it will have a risk. And as we understand by our stats, we see basically people have a plus if you win a jackpot. So that's mean it can be twice or 3 times more than you have invested with this. But you know, it's more about luck.
Yeah.
So yes, please don't buy memberships if you expecting profit.
Okay, great. Thank you. Number 5. What is the difference of withdrawals and listing? Can we change in other crypto if the withdrawals are open or need list to be listed? This
The
is
first
question number 5.
difference withdrawal and listing. So if we opening withdrawals, it doesn't mean you can sell token. So we can withdraw on your, for example, decentralized wallet on near protocol, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you can sell it. So yeah, that's the difference. And the next part.
It's like, can we change in other crypto if the withdrawals are open or need list to be listed? So yes, it means technically list will need it to be listed in order to trade.
Yeah, we thought we can make testing withdrawals, like for example, very limited amount of lease. Like you can see it's working, but I don't know, is it useful for you or not? For example, you can withdraw just just 1 lease or something like that, just to see it's working.
Well, I like the test. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next is if we will do this, that's mean it's going to be token going to trading on some DEXs. So I'm not sure if we will, maybe some exchanges, some conditions we shouldn't trade on DEXs. if we want to get some good listing place.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your answer. Number 6. Will there be any new characters or weapons introduced in Legends of Listeria in the near future?
Yeah, for this moment, we are focusing on crypto dragons and crypto cats. We have made already 3 releases, have improved our games as we see our stats, and as we see we have increased our rating reviews. So basically people like what we have done, what have done, and we are focusing on it. We are focusing on blockchain, on marketplace, and the next is NFT Butler. So that's our next future. We will not launch something on this area, unfortunately.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. There is a question number 7. When do you estimate staking will be available? I think this is meant to be for the community staking.
Okay, because there are 2 staking. Is community staking. We have mentioned about this, and the on-chain staking. On-chain staking is already written. So we need to launch and make some tests, and I think it will be launched 1 month after we after we listing.
After we list.
And about community, it's when we will know the date of listing. I think we're going to launch.
Yeah. So yeah, you will launch the staking, and we will close the pool before the actual listing.
Yes, sure. Yes, it will be pool only for community, and you have to decide: do you want a stake, or you want to withdraw and sell immediately? So it's your choice.
Okay, thank you so much. Number 8, in the weekly progress posted this week, there are only 3 things left to complete. Are those only 3 remaining, or you have more things to do? Because there is written, because I don't think the full info is provided in the weekly progress. I think the person wanted to say, I don't think the full information is provided in the weekly progress.
And the problem is if we will tell you refactoring of code or like some optimization or bug fixes, it's never interesting if for example, or yes, that's true. We not everything tell, because we also have marketing research, hiring process. So there are more than almost 30 people, around 30 people working on the project, and there are a lot of tasks, right? But we tell some more interesting epics, which we think can be interesting for community. So we're trying to tell only the most important what we'll touch, because we have a process like we have a Java code on some backend part, and we are we don't want to support it because it's take too long, and it's pretty expensive. So we are moving to JavaScript, for example, about marketing, about some researches, some hiring process. So we don't post it. We think it's maybe it will be a lot of information and no one will read it, right? Because
exactly.
Read it, but we don't want to put too much
information. Yeah, because it may be confusing for the players. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Number 9, about the NFT from Bingo. Users will get NFT for an already claimed line, like from the first season or 2, or it will be given for the recent Bingo.
Yeah, for each line you will get one NFT. About claiming Bingo, it will be a special NFT. Yeah, it will have more value, and it will be a small amount, right? Because it's pretty rare. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Number 10, when will the tokenomics be published? Before withdrawals or after withdrawals or before listing?
Yeah, it's also very depending on which platform we go into listing, because we have to provide some amount of token to liquidity, and yeah, it's only about that. And we also looking for some partners. Maybe we can share some news about partnerships. Not sure. Okay, that maybe later tell.
Okay.
Later,
okay,
I mean, yeah, we can tell now, but after answering it's not about not this question, not about partnerships, right?
You can tell something after we finish.
It will be before, after we confirm which platform and partnerships, everything. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Number 11, on what exchange you are planning to launch the list, or the list, I'm sorry, means some exchange you wish to list on.
We have a few aims, right, but I think we cannot mention the name because of
yes,
right?
Understand. And can you mention at least the tiers of the exchanges, like tier 1 or tier 2?
It's very abstract. No, I think tier 1 for me, for example, tier 1 is only Binance, right? For me. So if listing, of course, it's not a Binance. Binance cannot be the first exchange. For Binance, it's very high. You need to do a lot to be the first exchange. I don't remember which project listed with Binance with the first single exchange. Only launchpads, right?
Yeah. Only launchpads. Yeah. Because
and when it was the last launchpad on Binance, can you tell me?
It was, I think it was on April or May.
It was April or May. So for whole time, no one have got a Binance launchpad, right? So it's
yes, because Binance launchpad is like too difficult, and it requires, I think, many partnerships or like big brands supporting the project in order to get there. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it about this question, and we can move to question number 12. And this question is containing 3 questions. Okay, so let's start with the first one. My question will be, following the standards chosen for minting NFTs, approximately how many NFTs will we have on the platform in the first generation?
Yeah, so it's around 1.5 thousands. It's how many lines were collected, right?
Yeah.
So if this question, if it's about.
Yeah, okay, thank you. The second question will be in relation to the shortage of NFT. What will be the target values for NFTs? Knowing that each NFT has its rarities, so price vary according to qualities and status. This is the second
The
question.
value is what we can give because we have more than 2 million downloads. So we think our games, Cats and Dragons, is interesting for some audience, right? Not
Yeah.
for everyone, of course. And we will give value of from game value, like some bonuses, which related to game mechanics. And we think about some kind of bonuses from spending, like cashback or something like that. It's not confirmed yet, but maybe.
Yeah. We can share the teaser of that later, as I need to finish some things. Okay, about that. Okay, sure. And there is the last question from the question number 12. Third question about community staking. What will be the plan regarding the maximum quantity in the first blocking lot? Your interest rate, will you have an estimated time regarding the staking time? Example, will be blocked for periods of 3 months.
Block period of 3 months about staking or what?
Yes. This is question about the community staking.
Community staking. No, it should be. We're going to lock 1 year staking.
1 year.
50 weeks. 50 weeks, and each week you're going to get 2% of amount of rewards amount on your account. And after 50 weeks, you will get all your amount plus all your amount.
That was actually locked. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. And there is a last question, and then last question is number 13. If you can't tell the exchange, then at least tell us if it will be a tier 1 exchange or not. This is the last question.
As I said, tier 1. If you think it's Binance, no, it's not Binance.
Yeah.
We cannot list on Binance like single.
Yes. Like
we should go
be possible. Yeah.
Some way. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That was the last question from the document. Maybe we can, if someone wants to speak, like we can let the person ask the question, or anyone can ask in the chat right now if there is some questions from our players or the users.
Yeah. Do you want someone? Anyone?
Anyone?
Yeah. Maybe we already mentioned about membership partnerships, right?
Yes.
Maybe we can share some news. Yes. So we are developing a new protocol. So that's mean we also supporting and give some our players. We will recommend few wallets and include Near wallet, right? Because it's like the most popular wallet in the blockchain. So yes, of course we will recommend and exchanges and wallets, because we have to following our users step by step, explaining how to use it, include guides, because around 60% of our players have never used cryptos.
Yes, true.
So that's why. And of course, it's interesting for Near, right? So it's
sure.
Probably we are waiting for answer. Yeah, but we will support Near anyway, right? Because we will recommend. Yeah. So, but there is some maybe more points to be like win-win model, right?
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, we're just waiting for answer. How it will, we cannot say.
Yes, okay. I saw one question in the discussion group. It's from Zuma. The person asked, how many coins will be in circulation when it's released? I already know the community has 40 million lists at the moment.
Yeah. Now we have got the correct price. Final numbers is around 52 million lists in totally in our balances, in our game balances and website balances, of course. And we expecting circulation because so it's not possible, right? 50 million, all 50 millions will withdraw, right? By our numbers, maximum is around 20 million. Is 20
Really?
million least in the market.
So it
Yes.
means, so this means that 30 million lists are from like inactive players or how
Yes,
is it?
just inactive players, yes, or long-term holders. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So we can say around 20. Okay, up to
Okay.
it's
Up to 30.
circulation. Yeah, it will be not a big amount, and we don't know numbers, correct numbers, because it will be staking, community staking, right?
Community staking, yes.
So some people also will log in community staking, and we don't know the numbers.
There is Titan is writing. Hi, I have a question on Bingo NFT. How many NFT will a user get if he claim Bingo jackpot? I think you already answered
Yeah,
that.
it's one
That it will
unique
be special
NFT.
NFT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one unique NFT.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anyone else to ask some question or questions?
If no question, this AMA going to be very short.
There is someone speaking, but I didn't hear the person properly. And did he left?
It's Tyomka. Do you want to ask question?
Hello.
Hello.
Can this be listed on DEX? DEX is much safer than centralized applications. Additional for other users who know how cryptocurrencies work.
As I understand, you asking about listing on DEXs, right? Because it's safer. Is it correct?
Oh yes. He did ask you about the DEX. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the most, as we see by stats, the most popular exchanges it's not DEX. Unfortunately, it's DEX. Be realistic, right? It's Binance. It's the most popular and have a biggest volume. Yeah, I know you talking maybe about Uniswap. It's also big platform, but it's not a top one if you compare numbers. It's because no need to list on DEXs, right? If you have Uniswap on in Ethereum network, and there are a lot of DEXs in Near protocol. I have never traded on Near protocol DEXs, but I know there are few DEXs, so it's no need to list. Just someone can add liquidity, right? That's it. That's what you need. Just add liquidity.
Yes, and
starting to trade.
and also I have one question. So we will not have like Ethereum bridge, right?
No,
For
we
the
will not.
list.
No, we
Okay.
won't.
Okay.
You know, you need to understand why we need this. Like for our hypothesis, for what we need it. Because bridges, it's every time's problems, right? Better not to have bridges, because we see this on examples like Akala bridges and a lot of bridges hacking, right? And
Yeah. Too many problems.
also
Yes.
big damage to hack contracts. Yeah, that's problem with bridges, because bridge cannot be 100. Now it's not realistic to have
You
100%
mean
secure.
secure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Is there anyone else who want to ask anything? You can actually type in the chat if you want, or you can enable your microphone. Zuma is asking, is it possible to submit a game idea if I have one and get paid for it? What do you think?
Unfortunately, there are a lot of ideas, and basically never. It's not a problem about ideas. Basically, it's problem how to realize it, right? Because any
Yes, sure.
idea basically should make some changes, improvements, and you need to work about it. And the problem is, if you take some idea and you start in developing it, that's mean you are refusing from another ideas, right? So you're losing.
Yeah.
Choosing
Yes.
one, you're losing other. So it's question of priority.
Of course. Okay. So this question was answered. Okay. So is there somebody else who wants to ask anything? Okay, I don't see any questions.
Mm-hmm. So we can finish maybe next time.
Hopefully next AMA we will do some teaser about the thing we are working on. And you know what is it?
Yeah, maybe in the finish I can share some our plans. We are going to about Cats and Dragons. We are going to optimize it very well, because we are going to refuse. Now we are developing 2 games, and we are going to starting to develop with just 1 game and code of 1 game, and then but you should made it correctly to create the seed, developing only 1 game, and then you only changing visual of another. And it's going to speed up the process. Yes, now we have ideas how to do it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, great. Someone just typed, it's Nenny. When will transfers open? Yeah, that's the latest question in the chat.
It's only after we will know the dates of
the listing. Yes. Okay. I see that some people joined. So if there is anybody who wants to ask a question, you can unmute and ask, or you can type your question in the chat if there is anyone wants to ask us, something.
Okay, I don't see any questions.
I don't see also. So if there are no questions, I think we can finish.
Yes, and carry on. And see you.
See you next time.
See you.
Yeah.